The Louisville Cardinals are at odds of plus 10,000 to win the 2016 College Football National Championship, and they are at odds of plus 800 to win the ACC Conference Championship. Last season saw the Cardinals go 9-4 straight up and 7-6 against the spread, going 5-7-1 on the over-under. After back-to-back 11-12 win seasons at Louisville under Charlie Strong, Coach Bobby Petrino entered the 2014 season and the ACC wondering how he would keep this program at that level. Many questions surround the hiring of Petrino, but he still managed to win 9 games and earn a Belk Bowl bid against Georgia. Teddy Bridgewater left early for the NFL, and as that was the case last season, the Cardinals entered 2015 wondering who will emerge as the man under center this year. Will Gardner was that man a year ago, but after a knee injury he suffered on November 8th against Boston College, he's not quite back to form entering into the spring. With only 7 starters returning from a year ago, the Cardinals have to replace the entire defensive secondary, most of the receiving core, and 3 offensive linemen. Despite some of the off-field issues that surround Bobby Petrino, one thing you can say about him is that he finds ways to win football games. With a 50-13 record in 5 years, in bowl bursts every single season, the pressure is on to fulfill those expectations once again in their second season in the ACC. Will Gardner provided a small bit of stability a year ago, but he still had plenty of room for improvement going down the stretch, and with a knee injury in November. Reggie Bonifone is listed as the team's starter at quarterback for the early going, but there is certainly going to be a competition going on through the spring and fall as to who will see the majority of snaps in 2015. Kyle Bolin and Penn State transfer Tyler Ferguson will also be among the competitors. Petrino had a quarterback and running back carousel going on in 2014. Only 4 players returned from a year ago on the defensive side of the ball, although most of that comes in the front 7 that only allowed 109 rushing yards per outing. They will again be the strength for defensive coordinator Todd Grantham, as defensive ends Sheldon Rankins and Pio Vituvi can both attack the run game as well as put pressure on opposing quarterbacks. D'Angelo Brown fills the middle admirably and at 120 pounds makes him extremely difficult to run through. Replacing the entire secondary is where the issues arise for this team on defense. It is tough to throw around predictions for this Louisville team for the 2015 season, as there are more questions about the quarterback position than there are in a round of Jeopardy. The Cardinals will be thrown into the fire from day one as they face Auburn and Atlanta, and they will follow it up with 3 home games against Houston, Clemson, and Samford. Stops at North Carolina State, Florida State, Pittsburgh, and Kentucky will also present tough games. For our Louisville Cardinals betting predictions, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sports books.